the sacred solitude of Lapchi, a journey beyond border. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow seekers of wisdom. Today I invite you to journey with me to a place shrouded in mystery, a land where the sacred meets the sublime, where time stands still, and the echoes of ancient wisdom reverberate through the mountains. This is Lapchi, a remote valley nestled in the high Himalayas, where the spiritual and the natural world intertwine in a dance as old as time itself. Lapchi is not just a geographical location, it is a pilgrimage, a sacred journey into the very heart of Tibetan Buddhism. Imagine a valley so remote, so isolated from the bustling centers of human activity, that reaching it feels like stepping into another realm, a place where the mundane concerns of everyday life dissolve into the silence of the mountains. To understand Lapchi, we must first recognize its place within the spiritual geography of Tibet. Lapchi stands alongside Mount Kailash and Tsari as one of the holiest sites in the Tibetan world. For centuries, it has drawn pilgrims, sages, and seekers from all corners of the Tibetan cultural sphere, each drawn by the profound spiritual energy that permeates this sacred valley. But what is it about Lapchi that makes it so revered? The answer lies in the life and teachings of Milarepa, one of the most celebrated yogis and poets in Tibetan history. It was here, in the caves and cliffs of Lapchi, that Milarepa spent years in deep meditation, subduing the negative forces that opposed the spread of Buddhism and transforming the valley into a sacred mandala of spiritual practice. His presence is etched into the very landscape, his footprints, his caves, and his legacy continue to inspire those who make the arduous journey to this remote sanctuary. The journey to Lapchi is not for the faint of heart. It is a path that tests both the body and the spirit, winding through thick forests, crossing turbulent rivers, and ascending steep, rocky cliffs. The way is long, and the challenges are many, but for those who persevere, the rewards are immeasurable. As you approach the valley, the first glimpse of Lapchi takes your breath away, a secluded enclave cradled by towering snowy peaks, where the air is thick with the scent of juniper and the sound of prayer flags fluttering in the wind. At the heart of Lapchi lies Geographical Monastery, known as Lapchi Gompa. This monastery, belonging to the Drigung Kegyupa sect, stands as a beacon of spiritual practice in this isolated valley. Surrounded by the guardian peaks of Shanrizig, Chagna Dorji, and Jampiang, the monastery is more than just a place of worship, it is a living mandala, a sacred space where the boundaries between the earthly and the divine blur. The architecture of Lapchi Gompa is a testament to the spiritual vision and artistic prowess of its builders. The main monastery complex is enclosed by a squared wall, creating a sacred precinct that houses not only the temple but also numerous rooms for the monks' dormitories and for guests who come to seek solace and spiritual enrichment. The layout of the monastery represents the mandala of Tara, an intricate spiritual diagram that embodies the universe in its ideal form. This architectural symbolism is so profound that during Tara Puja, the monks do not need to create a separate mandala. The monastery itself serves as the embodiment of this sacred geometry. The central temple of Geographical Monastery is adorned with exquisite woodwork and traditional Tibetan Buddhist art. The veranda is decorated with paintings that, despite the ravages of time, still convey the deep spiritual themes and stories of Tibetan Buddhism. The interior houses a statue of Milarepa, a focal point of devotion for the monks and pilgrims alike. The surrounding walls and cells, where the monks live and meditate, are designed to support a life of contemplation and spiritual practice. Above the monastery, retreat caves dot the cliffs, silent witnesses to the centuries of meditation and spiritual discipline that have taken place within their stone walls. It was in these very caves that Milarepa achieved his spiritual awakening, leaving behind not just footprints in the rock, but a legacy that continues to inspire seekers to this day. Yet, Lapchi is more than just a site of spiritual significance. It is also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The small community of monks and laypeople who inhabit this valley live in harmony with the harsh, unforgiving environment, practicing a life of simplicity and devotion. Their days are shaped by the rhythms of the natural world, by the seasons, by the movement of the sun across the sky, and by the spiritual practices that have sustained them for generations. Lapchi is also a sanctuary for wildlife, a place where the natural world remains largely untouched by human activity. The valley and its surrounding areas are home to a diverse range of flora and fauna, making it a vital habitat for many species. The thick forests that line the path to Lapchi are teeming with life. Rhododendrons, junipers and medicinal herbs carpet the forest floor, providing shelter and sustenance for a variety of animals. Among the most iconic inhabitants of Lapchi is the elusive snow leopard, a symbol of the wild and untamed spirit of the Himalayas. These majestic predators roam the high-altitude regions, their presence a testament to the pristine condition of this environment. Camera traps installed by biodiversity specialists have captured rare glimpses of these magnificent creatures, highlighting the importance of Lapchi as a conservation area. In addition to the snow leopard, Lapchi is home to the Himalayan blue sheep, or barrel, which grazes on the rugged slopes. These agile animals are a primary prey for the snow leopard and are well adapted to the harsh conditions of the high mountains. The valley also supports a variety of bird species, including the Himalayan griffon vulture, the golden eagle, and the colourful Himalayan monal, Nepal's national bird. As we reflect on Lapchi, let us remember that it is not just a place, but a journey that challenges us to go beyond our physical limits, to confront our inner contradictions, and to find a deeper sense of purpose and meaning. Lapchi calls to us, not just as a destination, but as a reminder that the path to spiritual awakening is often found in the most remote and unexpected places. In the end, Lapchi teaches us that true pilgrimage is not about the destination, but about the transformation that takes place along the way. It is about shedding our egos, embracing the unknown, and allowing ourselves to be humbled by the majesty of the mountains, the richness of its wildlife, and the profundity of the teachings that have shaped this sacred valley. So as we leave Lapchi today in our minds, let us carry with us its lessons of perseverance, humility, and spiritual devotion. Let us remember that even in the most remote corners of the world, there are places where the sacred still thrives, where the wisdom of the ages continues to guide us, and where the journey itself becomes the destination.